Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Logan Paul entered into a feud with John Cena on SmackDown after SummerSlam 2025. This led to a singles match between the bitter rivals last Sunday at Clash in Paris, where Cena emerged victorious. That being said, it now seems like the bitter rivals have buried the hatchet after their high-stakes bout in France, and the Maverick might choose to return to action on Raw. In a shocking twist, a 37-year-old Megastar might unexpectedly debut on the Monday Night Show and attack Logan Paul. The Megastar in question is Conor McGregor. Paul recently took shots at the former UFC double champion while speaking on one of his recent YouTube vlogs. The Maverick revealed he wasn't pleased with the reaction he received from the Dublin crowd on SmackDown during his segment against John Cena. He also criticized the Irish citizens, including McGregor, whom he labeled washed up. Late last year, there were talks about Logan Paul facing Conor McGregor in a boxing match in India. However, it didn't come to fruition after UFC nixed the idea. Given that the two clashing could make a dream match, the Notorious might make a surprising debut on Raw and attack Paul, as the duo are now under the same banner of TKO, which owns WWE and UFC. Moreover, McGregor seems to be pretty much done with UFC now. If this happens, it could set up a blockbuster match between the Megastars at WrestlePalooza on September 20. However, it should be noted that while this could be a hint, it is hypothetical and based on speculation. Nothing has been confirmed. If the above scenario plays out, Logan Paul might look to become a champion after his potential clash with Conor McGregor at WrestlePalooza. The Maverick lost his United States Championship to Law Knight at SummerSlam 2024 and hasn't achieved any success in securing another title since then. Given this situation, Paul might challenge Dominic Mysterio for his Intercontinental Championship. Dominic defeated AJ Styles in a rematch on the latest episode of Raw to retain the title, thanks to El Grande Americano, who attacked Styles with his loaded mask. Following this incident, it seems like WWE has ended the storyline between Mysterio and the Phenomenal One. In a shocking twist, Logan Paul might walk up to Dirty Dom and challenge him to a match for the Intercontinental Championship. That said, this scenario is also speculative, and nothing has been confirmed. In what could be one of the most shocking turns in WWE history, fresh reports and backstage whispers have fueled speculation that a 37-year-old Megastar might be preparing for an unexpected Monday Night Raw debut, with Logan Paul firmly in their crosshairs. While WWE has long thrived on shock value, few storylines in recent memory would carry the same weight as an established star from outside the company or a returning name targeting the reigning United States champion. Logan Paul, despite his celebrity beginnings, has carved out a controversial yet undeniable place in WWE. His reign as champion has been met with both admiration and frustration from fans and veterans alike, many of whom believe he has been handed opportunities at the expense of full-time performers. That dynamic makes him a perfect target for a shocking debut or return, and it seems the stage might be set sooner than expected. Logan's ability to draw mainstream attention has not gone unnoticed by WWE management. Triple H and creative have leaned heavily on his social media influence to expand WWE's reach. However, with that spotlight comes an equally high risk of backlash. Many in the locker room reportedly feel overlooked while Logan thrives in the spotlight, and a 37-year-old Megastar debuting to confront him would not only shake up Raw, but potentially reset the balance of power in WWE's mid-card and upper-card divisions. Among the names rumored, several fit the bill perfectly. Fans online have speculated that someone like Ryback, who has remained vocal about a potential return to wrestling, could step into the spotlight. Ryback has the physical presence, the unfinished business with WWE, and the age bracket to match the ongoing reports. At 37, his career would be at a crossroads, and an impactful debut against Logan Paul would immediately place him back in the conversation. Another possibility lies outside WWE entirely. Free agents such as Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, have long teased a WWE comeback. Cardona is exactly 37 years old and has reinvented himself on the independent circuit as one of the most talked-about wrestlers outside WWE. His gritty new persona, a far cry from his earlier comedic character, could easily translate into a hostile, hard-hitting debut that positions him as the anti-Logan Paul. Unlike Logan, whose fame was built on YouTube and boxing crossovers, Cardona has spent decades grinding through the wrestling industry, and a storyline pitting those contrasting journeys against each other practically writes itself. Even outside of former WWE talents, speculation has included international stars who might finally be making the leap to WWE. The company has always sought to surprise fans by signing talent from across the globe, and the number 37 has narrowed the field to only a handful of realistic candidates. A star in this age range would have both the experience and the star power to walk into WWE and immediately make an impact, something not many debuts can claim. Logan Paul's rise has not been without controversy, making him a tailor-made foil for such an arrival. Fans boo him as passionately as they acknowledge his athletic ability, and his overconfidence is ripe for exploitation. A megastar debuting to attack him would instantly be seen as a heroic act in the eyes of many fans, even if that individual leans more toward the heel side of the spectrum. That flexibility in booking makes the angle even more attractive to WWE decision-makers. The timing also feels right. With major premium live events like Survivor Series and WrestleMania season looming, WWE is in desperate need of surprise moments that capture headlines beyond the wrestling world. A shocking Raw debut would accomplish exactly that, particularly if Logan Paul is involved. He is a magnet for mainstream attention, and anyone who takes him down will immediately elevate their own status while simultaneously shaking up the roster. From a storytelling standpoint, the attack could be justified in multiple ways. If it were Ryback, he could frame the feud as a veteran who was denied the spotlight watching an outsider cling it overnight. If it were Matt Cardona, he could present himself as the true internet wrestling pioneer who despises Logan for using his fame to leapfrog into WWE glory. If it were an international star, WWE could build it around resentment toward Logan's privilege and arrogance compared to someone who fought for years to reach the big stage. Each of these narratives would resonate differently, but equally powerfully with fans. Logan's current trajectory also demands a shakeup. While he has had impressive matches with the likes of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, his reign as United States champion cannot sustain itself indefinitely without a credible challenger. A debuting 37-year-old megastar could be the exact answer WWE needs to keep his run fresh and generate legitimate intrigue around the championship scene. Fans have already begun fantasy booking scenarios online, with many pointing out that such a debut would not only create buzz, but also inject unpredictability into Raw. WWE thrives when fans feel like anything can happen, and Logan Paul standing in the ring one week only to be blindsided by a returning or debuting star would send shockwaves across social media. In an era where spoilers often ruin surprises, this type of angle can remind fans why they tune in live every week. The company has been criticized for overly predictable booking in recent years, and this could be their chance to silence those critiques. Moreover, WWE's current push to balance established veterans with rising talent makes this rumor even more interesting. Logan Paul sits at the intersection of those two worlds. He is a relative newcomer, but already considered a star because of his celebrity status. Bringing in a 37-year-old megastar not only adds legitimacy to his reign, but also raises the stakes for his matches moving forward. Whether the debut happens on the upcoming Raw or further down the line, the possibility alone is enough to keep fans glued to their screens. The element of surprise has always been one of WWE's greatest weapons, and an unexpected debut targeting Logan Paul could go down as one of the defining moments of this era. At a time when wrestling is more competitive than ever with AEW and other promotions drawing attention, WWE may very well pull the trigger on this move to reaffirm its dominance in shock value and star-making ability. Until then, speculation will continue to run rampant, and all eyes will be on Raw to see whether the rumors turn into reality. Logan Paul might soon find himself at the center of WWE's next big storyline, and possibly face-to-face with a 37-year-old megastar determined to make a statement at his expense. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.